Hi everyone, welcome to November's Q&A. I did get a bunch of questions and I'm not going to answer them all in this video. I'm going to save them for next month also as well. So the first question for this video is, what is your favorite video game ever? And I always say, if you're going to make me pick my favorite, that is very difficult. I have a couple, which I'll talk about, but my taste has changed over the years. So I guess I'll start with probably the first game that I really enjoyed, which was Kingdom Hearts. And I'm probably going to just talk about PlayStation games because they've been a really big part of my life, but I have played with different consoles, but it's just too much to remember. So PlayStation is definitely like the top tier console for me. And of course, I played a lot of PC games, but just going with PlayStation, definitely Kingdom Hearts was top tier. I was very young when I played that game. It was just magical. The transition from the island in the beginning to darkness, and then being transported into Travis Town, and then just like the whole journey was great. I'm pretty sure if I played now at this age, it'll be too kiddish for me and I just probably wouldn't enjoy it as much. But I absolutely loved it. It's definitely on my top list. Also, another game I played when I was super young was Final Fantasy X. I never got to play Final Fantasy VII. I know everyone says like the best one is 7. I started off with 8 actually, and I never finished 8. I actually played Final Fantasy X Part 2 first. And it was just great. It was very girly. And I didn't know the storyline behind it, but it was a great game. And then the reason why I got it is because the cover had the 3 girls on it, and that really captured my attention. But afterwards, I wanted to play the original, so I got the original, and the original was so much better than Final Fantasy X Part 2. But again, they're both great games, but there's something just magical again about going through a pilgrimage, a journey. The gameplays are amazing. Like Square Enix was doing such a great job. If you notice, Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy X, both of them were Square Enix games, so it was definitely, I trusted. I always got any from Square Enix at that point. So my childhood was definitely dominated by Square Enix. The next game that's really special to me, I didn't play it on PlayStation, so I'm kind of contradicting myself right now. But I was really struggling in 2018 with the concept of working. It was my first time working ever. It was really mentally draining for me. And I said to myself, I just need an escape. And so I said, what can I escape with? And the things that I escape with are games. And I downloaded Danganronpa. It was my first time doing visual novel, mystery, death. It was great. It was absolutely great. The writers on that game, amazing. It was just beautifully written. I played all 3 of them. The third one was probably the most disappointing one. But I recommend it to everybody. It was great. And then there's a lot of knockoffs that came off after the years. Definitely top game. I recommend the first 2. The third one, you can just do without it. It's not really... The ending is kind of what disappointed me. It's just very meh. Like, I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm missing that they were trying to do, but I didn't really like the ending. But that's that. And I kind of want to go back to Kingdom Hearts because the next game I'm going to talk about has sequels. But a lot of people did like Kingdom Hearts 2. I honestly felt that Kingdom Hearts should just have ended with Kingdom Hearts. I did play a couple of the sequels, like Chain of Memories, Kingdom Hearts 2, 365/2, whatever there was there. But I just felt like Kingdom Hearts, the first one, is literally the OG. It's like, that's the game you should play, and that just stopped at that point. But yeah. The next game I'm going to talk about is probably hands down my favorite game as an adult, and it's the game that I played all of it. And I absolutely love the sequels. I love it all. They do such a great job. And this is Yakuza. I know we have Yakuza all the way up to, I forgot, the 0 through 6, I think, and then like a dragon comes afterwards. There's a lot. But I have played 0 through 6, and I have played like a dragon. And they're just phenomenal, like phenomenal. They do such a great job. I definitely recommend, if you haven't ever played the series, you start with 0, and then move your way up. It's just like every character, you admire them. The death scenes, they come out of nowhere. The gameplay is different. Like, Sega does such a really great job. So top tier game, especially that my taste has changed. You can see from like with Kingdom Hearts, like very kiddish, like, and then to now a little bit sophisticated. And it's a phenomenal series. I highly recommend it. And then lastly, it's the last game I recommend is Trails. I have played only Trails of Cold Steel 1, 2, and 3. I didn't get 4 because 4 was very expensive at the time it came out. And so there was a price drop, but I just never got it. And then I played, oh my god, I'm blanking out right now. Trails. I had to Google it. And I did play Trails in the Sky, the first one. And there is so much in that series. I have not literally dive into it, but Trails of Cold Steel was my first one. It was a great game. It really gave me Naruto vibes with the whole teams. If you ever watched Naruto and they got divided into their teams, like, it gave me like the whole friendship, which I really enjoy. I really like the idea of that friendship, let's work together kind of game. Great game, absolutely recommend it. It's also very different, and the characters are very, very likable. I don't think there's a single character I hate in that game. But yeah, that's the games I do recommend. There's so much more games. I feel like I could talk about it forever, but I just don't want to waste too much time. So this already took so much time just talking about video games. And then I'm going to answer one more question. All right, and then one more question I'm going to answer is, what is your favorite show? I am a show person. I am not a movie person. I feel like movies can be very rushed. And I'm going to answer this like the way I'm thinking in my head. Because the person says show, I'm going to go with like shows that are not anime. Because anime, again, I could answer that a million different ways for anime. But for shows, number one is definitely Law and Order SVU. I think they do such a great job with narrating the whole like crimes that happen every single day. I love it. And I need to rewatch it because I didn't watch the latest season that came out because it wasn't on Hulu. So I'm going to rewatch it, but I think it was 26 seasons at the time. I don't know if I can watch all of that again, but I'll try. And the next 2 shows, I rewatched them twice. And number 2 goes to The Office. The Office, I know, is very mixed, I guess. Some people enjoy it, some people don't enjoy it. I thought Michael Scott was a great, phenomenal character. Very well played. It's funny, it's dry humor. And then the last one is Everybody Hates Chris, because it's just very lighthearted. It kind of reminded me of like situations in my life that I went through when I was a kid. And I think the actors and actresses do a great job in that show also. So those are my top 3 shows. There are so much more questions, which I'm going to answer in a different time. So stay tuned for next month. Bye.